All right, let's talk about Croatia. You've got 10 days. It sounds like a bit of a challenge, doesn't it? I mean, there's so much to see and you never feel like you have enough time. But what if I told you there's a blueprint for a perfectly paced, totally unforgettable adventure? Well, today, we're going to break one down.
You know, this is the ultimate travel puzzle. You want to see those epic waterfalls, you want to explore ancient coastal cities, and hey, maybe you even want to pop over to a neighboring country for a day. But you don't want to spend half your vacation on a bus, or even worse, repacking your suitcase every single night.
So that's what we're doing here. We're going to break down a really strategic, super actionable plan. We're not just looking at a list of cool places, we are looking at a smart, efficient travel strategy that's all about maximizing your adventure and, just as importantly, minimizing your stress. Okay, let's get into it. Here's the game plan. We're going to start with the core strategy, which is all about Zagreb. Then we'll look at the big, pre-planned adventures. After that, we'll cover the amazing coastal escape to Split, talk about how to make the most of your free time, and finally, we'll wrap it all up with the essential logistics that make the whole thing work.
First things first, the heart of this entire plan is using the capital, Zagreb, not just as a place to visit, but as your strategic base of operations. This whole trip is built around a really smart idea called the hub-and-spoke model.
So, what is that exactly? It's actually super simple. You check into one hotel, you unpack your suitcase once, and you use that city as your launchpad. You head out for the day to see all these amazing sights. Those are the spokes. And then you come back to the comfort of your hub every evening. No daily checkouts, no dragging your luggage around. It's a game changer.
And here's what's so brilliant about this particular itinerary. It uses this model twice. You have your first 3-night stay, then you head out for a little mini trip, and then you come back to the exact same hotel for another 3 nights before you fly home. I mean, it is just incredibly efficient.
Okay, now for the really exciting part. Let's see how this all comes together. With your home base all sorted out, you can anchor the whole trip with a few incredible pre-booked day trips. Just think of these as the main pillars of your entire vacation.
And this is where you see the real power of that Zagreb hub. On day 2, you're not just exploring Croatia. You're on a full-day tour exploring the absolutely charming capital of Slovenia, Ljubljana, and the fairy-tale setting of Lake Bled. This is all possible because Zagreb is in such a perfect spot.
The second pillar is an absolute Croatian icon. We're talking about the cascading waterfalls and those turquoise lakes of Plitvice Lakes National Park. This is a total must-see. The key takeaway here is to book these big, full-day tours way in advance. They form the solid structure that you build the rest of your amazing trip around.
But I know what you're thinking. What about the famous Croatian coast? Well, this itinerary handles it perfectly. You're not uprooting your whole trip. Instead, you're just slotting in a really concise 2-night coastal escape right in the middle of everything. It's like a mini adventure within the main journey.
And wow, what a contrast! You go from that classic Central European cafe culture of Zagreb to the ancient Roman history and the dazzling blue of the Adriatic Sea in Split. It honestly feels like you're getting 2 completely different vacations packed into one. The secret here is efficiency. It's a short flight down, a 2-night stay in a hotel that is right in the middle of all the action. That means you can hit the ground running and just soak up that coastal atmosphere without wasting a single moment.
And from Split, you launch the third major pillar of the trip, a spectacular full-day speedboat tour. You're island hopping, exploring the magical Blue Cave. You're basically experiencing the absolute best of the Dalmatian coast in one epic day.
So with those 3 epic days totally locked in, what do you do with the rest of the time? Well, this is where the blueprint becomes beautifully flexible. This is where you get to explore on your own and really add your own personal touch to the trip.
A fantastic place to start is the Dolac Market. It's famously called the belly of Zagreb. This is exactly the kind of spontaneous, local experience you have plenty of time for when your big tours are already taken care of. It's all about just soaking in the sights, the sounds, and of course, the flavors of the city.
In Zagreb, your free time can be filled with some truly amazing things. You can go see the iconic tiled roof of St. Mark's Church, visit the wonderfully unique Museum of Broken Relationships, or hey, take a ride on the world's shortest funicular. And for a really special treat, this itinerary even penciled in a lunch at a Michelin-starred restaurant. Not bad, right?
And then down in Split, you can wander through a literal living Roman fortress at Diocletian's Palace. Take a stroll along the beautiful Riva waterfront, or, and this is a treat for Game of Thrones fans, head just outside the city to the ancient Cleese fortress for an incredible view.
All right, finally, let's look at the practical details, the nuts and bolts that make this whole plan click together so smoothly. The logistics are actually really simple, but they're also very, very smart.
The travel plan is built around one international airport. You fly into and out of Zagreb. The trip down to the coast isn't some long, tiring bus ride. Nope. It's a quick and easy domestic flight on Croatia Airlines. This makes the journey down to the coast and back simple, fast, and totally painless.
And this timeline really sums up the beautiful flow of the trip. You arrive in Zagreb, you head down to Split for that 2-day coastal adventure. You return to your Zagreb hub, and then you fly home. It's just a clean, logical progression that gives you a taste of everything without ever feeling chaotic.
So, there you have it, a masterclass in travel planning. It combines that smart hub-and-spoke strategy with these fixed adventure pillars and leaves you with plenty of flexible free time. It absolutely proves you can see the best of Croatia in 10 days. So the only question left is, what are you going to build with this blueprint?